Hello. I was shocked this morning to see this letter from a government-financed NGO called Ava Housing, which has sent a letter to over 60s in South Dublin for old people who live alone in the family home, that it urges them to give over the upper part of their house to renters, be they national or non-national, I don't know. But the Irish Freedom Party believes in private property, believes in individual freedom, and that requires that people have the right to freedom of their thoughts, freedom of speech, freedom to communicate, the freedom to own private property. The problem is with the big government is the more powerful the government, the less power for the individual. Big government means less freedom. That's why it is important, and we will continue to defend people's right to private property. Now, the idea of Ava writing to old people, vulnerable old people, living on their own, urging them to sell their house. Ava were offering to, they would help them restructure the house and find a good renter, etc., etc. The reason that this is happening, we all know, is because of the government and, of course, all the left, be it Sinn Féin, People Before Profit, Aontú, the Labour Party, all the left support open borders and mass immigration of foreign unvetted males into our country. This is very dangerous in a security means, but it also has large consequences for the lack of housing. There's a housing crisis, and it's being compounded by open borders to the whole of the world, not even just to the whole of the EU. So this is a consequence of that. And do you know what is even more shocking? Someone pointed out to me, and all the left. And it shows that where did Ava get this data? How do they know that these people are over 60? I found out today, I was shocked, that the census data of 2020 asked the question about how many bedrooms people have in their home, how many people are in their home, and how many bedrooms are in their home. Isn't it incredible? Isn't it a coincidence that there's a company owned by An Post and OSI, which is the mapping crowd, it sells data to private companies? It is incredible, an incredible invasion of privacy, and that's why the Irish Council of Civil Liberties has put in a complaint to the Data Protection Officer, and I would certainly agree with that. People sign a census form. No one would ever believe that this data, or some of this data, would be sold by companies owned by the state to private companies. Just incredible. The more the government know about you, the more power the government has over you. A third issue which brings up is the attack on people's right to private property. Now, this proposed 39th Amendment of the Irish Constitution, which they want to give everybody, not even all citizens, but all residents in Ireland, have a right to housing. That's incredible. Now, if someone is healthy and they refuse ever to work, why should that person who hasn't worked a day in their life, why should they have a right to housing, which the taxpayer, those who go out to work, that they have to provide a corresponding duty to work, pay taxes, to provide a house for free for someone who has never worked in their life? Why all these people, asylum seekers, economic migrants, come to Ireland that have never, they or their family have never contributed a single cent to the Irish budget, tax in their life? Why should they be offered a free house, free healthcare, free education on the dime of Irish workers? It's just not fair. You want to talk about economic justice? There's a massive injustice that some people who work very hard and other people who barely work at all, that they have the same outcome in life. That is the definition of injustice, because it should be every man according to his due for what he has owned, for what he has done. every man and woman. And isn't it incredible as well? So the Irish Freedom Party have explicitly opposed this attack on the right to private property. And I find out, I'm actually shocked as well, that Aontú, in June 2020, proposed a bill to ban AirBnBs and short-term rents in towns of populations of over 10,000. What a cheek, an utter attack on private property by a left-wing party such as Aontú. And of course they marched with all these loony left parties, People Before Profit, Sinn Féin, Labour Party, Social Democrats at these right to housing marches, which were encouraging this right to housing. We believe it's attacking private property. Private property is a foundation, along with free speech and right to privacy, of the foundation of a free society. The Irish Freedom Party stands for free people in a free country, and we will oppose the big state taking over powers, either directly or financing through NGOs, be it either demanding that old people give up their homes or urging old people to give up their homes. We will oppose that, and people should have the right to dispose of their private property, their home, as they say wish. And it's just wrong to pressure old people to give over their house very often to Johnny Foreigner, who's contributed nothing to Ireland. And the idea how we should fix this problem of the housing crisis is first stop open borders, mass immigration of all these people. And while there is a single Irish homeless person, no person from outside our state, no foreigner, should be put in a house or hotel at taxpayers' expense while there's a single Irish person living on the street. That's my view. My name is Hermann Kelly. I'm president of the Irish Freedom Party. I would urge you to come and join us in the party. Join the party. Help us with your support. Tell your friends and family about the party. Maybe stand as a candidate if you're willing to get involved. And please donate to the party, because all these leaflets and posters, etc., they all take money. And so we seek your help and support. Gora Margaretsa, Slanas Bannock.